Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications. And now, let's join ace broadcaster MAMODE AKUGHA as he takes us inside the Niger Delta.
Hello out there and welcome to the program. It's Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region. I'm your regular host, MAMODE AKUGHA.
Inside the Niger Delta.
The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, Dr. Samuel Ogbuku, has expressed gratitude to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration for his unwavering support of the intervention agency, as well as his commitment to the rapid transformation of underserved communities in the oil-rich region. Dr. Ogbuku conveyed his appreciation while addressing a press conference last week at the Commission's headquarters in Port Harcourt. He added that the current board and management of the Commission are working tirelessly to actualize the President's Renewed Hope initiative across every corner of the Niger Delta region.
Just like many other organizations and establishments, the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, officially drew the curtain on its operations for the year last week, in preparation for the holiday season, with plans to resume on January 6, 2025. Before closing for the year, the Commission hosted a series of activities including a press conference, an end-of-year Thanksgiving service, and a brief ceremony to honor staff members who recently retired from service. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the NDDC, Dr. Samuel Ogbuku, while addressing the press at the Commission's headquarters in Port Harcourt, thanked President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on behalf of the board, led by Mr. Chiedu Ebie, as well as the management and staff, for his consistent attention to the issues of the Niger Delta region. Dr. Ogbuku assured the President and the people of the region that the team would stay committed to delivering the Renewed Hope initiative across communities in the Niger Delta.
Mr. President is giving us all the necessary support which he's supposed to give to us. To also match Mr. President's word, we as a board and management have worked vigorously to ensure that we also work towards meeting Mr. President's expectation. And just 6 months into the administration of this board, we were able to first commission some major legacy projects in commemoration of Mr. President's 1-year anniversary.
Dr. Ogbuku also addressed the issue of abandoned projects scattered across the region, expressing regret that instability in the board and management in the past stalled their completion. However, the Commission is already making every effort to complete and commission as many of these projects as possible in the coming year, explaining that many of those projects, if finished, will provide some succor to the struggling masses.
Our priorities are most especially those projects that are regional projects that will benefit more than 2 states. Projects that heavy funds have been invested in. Some projects that have been abandoned, up to 10 billion has been invested. We cannot allow 10 billion to be wasted. Where we need to add 30 billion to add value to 10 billion, we add it.
Meanwhile, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Dr. Samuel Ogbuku, joined the NDDC Crescent Fellowship for its annual Thanksgiving service for the year 2024 at its headquarters in Port Harcourt. Dr. Ogbuku and the fellowship pastor, Mr. Udoma Sabbath, expressed gratitude to God for a successful year and the progress achieved in transforming the Niger Delta region.
In my quiet moment, I thank God. In the open, I thank God. And I know that all our achievements are only backed by God's grace.
Moving on, the commission in a brief ceremony recognized the contribution of its staff that recently retired with award of service. Dr. Ogbuku assured them that they would always remain integral part of the NDDC family. Speaking on behalf of the retirees, the former Director of Corporate Affairs, Dr. Pius Ohakpoteni, expressed gratitude to the NDDC for honoring their effort and contributions.
Inside the Niger Delta.
More groups are drumming up support for the administration of Governor Sheriff Oborevwori, with the latest coming from the President Generals of Communities and Kingdoms in Delta State, who unanimously passed a vote of confidence on the administration. Prince Igwe Nzeku, who spoke on behalf of the delegation at Government House in Asaba last week, commended the governor for his giant strides in infrastructure development and social programs in the Big Heart State. Nzeku further assured the governor that the group will continue to partner with the state government to ensure seamless service delivery at the community level.
The visit of the Forum of Presidents Generals of Clans and Kingdoms in Delta State last week was to formally commend the governor of the state, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori, for implementing programs, policies and projects they said are improving the lots and fortunes of the people in the state.
Our workaholic governor, we want to use this rare opportunity to thank you for all the infrastructural and human capital development policies and programs in line with the more agenda of your administration. We want to let you know that your programs are already yielding fruits. We pledge our loyalty and continuous support to your administration to enable you to do more for our people across all the 7 ethnic nationalities in Delta State.
The forum appealed to the governor to revive the Widows Assistance Program, which has been on hold for some time. In response, Governor Oborevwori reflected on his early days of service as the community chairman in Osubi, describing the experience as a pivotal chapter that shaped his political journey. He then appreciated the President Generals for their solidarity and acknowledged their vital role in ensuring meaningful development at the community level in the state.
So I am very proud of you people. With the short notice that people are coming, I said, no, I must receive you people today. I want to assure you that we will continue to work together. And when projects come like this, protect the projects. Because by the time you cause problem, contractor will move from site. Sheriff will say, okay, the other people need this project, take this project to another place. You lose. Your community will roast you. So as President General, always speak the truth. They may not like you, but one day they'll say, this man is speaking the truth.
Governor Oborevwori further encouraged the community leaders to prioritize mediation and dialogue as effective tools for resolving disputes in their communities for the continued growth and development in the state. He also cautioned the group against acting at cross purposes with traditional rulers in their communities, noting that their roles are complementary and essential for fostering unity and progress.
There's no way we don't have challenges. There are always conflicts. There are always challenges. There are community disputes. There are boundary disputes. But the best way to go about it is mediation and dialogue.
Inside the Niger Delta.
The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Dr. Samuel Ogbuku, says the Commission will continue to strengthen the operational capacity of the Nigeria Police Force and other security agencies operating in the region as part of efforts to ensure peace and security of lives and properties. Dr. Samuel Ogbuku gave the assurances last week while personally handing over communication gadgets to the Nigerian police at the Rivers State Command Headquarters in Port Harcourt.
In addition to its numerous initiatives aimed at meaningfully engaging idle youths in the Niger Delta region to ward off criminality, the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) is intensifying efforts to boost the operational capacity of various security agencies in the area. These efforts include providing accommodation, vehicles, and other valuable assets to enhance their efficiency in safeguarding lives and properties. Last week, the Commission donated a state-of-the-art communication system to the River State Command of the Nigerian Police in Port Harcourt. The system, comprising transmitters and several accessories, would improve communication among police officers in the state, thereby strengthening their ability to maintain law and order. Speaking during the handover ceremony at the police headquarters, NDDC Chief Executive Dr. Samuel Ogbuku restated the Commission's resolve to keep to its mandate of ensuring prosperity, stability, and peace, which is critical for sustainable and comprehensive development in Nigeria's oil-rich region.
In all what we have to do to support, we'll support you, be rest assured. Without communication, there is no security, because security is now going digital. And with digital security these days, you don't need to be chasing people around. So that is why we are trying to see how we can also improve on the digital security of the police command in the states of the Niger Delta.
For his part, the Rivers State Commissioner of Police, Bala Mustafa Mohammed, represented by the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Samuel Erale, thanked the NDDC for the donation. He added that the donation came at a critical time, especially with the need for effective policing during the festive season.
Equipment has given us about 80% coverage of communication all over the whole state, at least 80%. We can tell you that it is very easy now for us to get in touch with each other and monitor the crime rate and crime and criminality all over the whole state without any itch.
This is not the first time the NDDC has extended its support to the Rivers State Police Command. In 2021, the Commission built and handed over a facility comprising an administrative block and 66 flat residential quarters located at Omagwa in Ikwere local government area of the state. The facility, known as the Special Protection Unit SPU Base 6, provides a conducive working and living environment for officers and men of the Nigerian police force. In acknowledgement of the NDDC's continued support, the Nigerian police, during its inaugural awards and commendation ceremony in April this year, recognized the Commission as a worthy partner in the country's security architecture. This award underscores the vital role the NDDC is playing in promoting peace and security across the Niger Delta region.
Inside the Niger Delta,
Standout Properties Limited presents a real estate opportunity of a lifetime. Bloom Towers, a waterfront twin high-rise buildings of 19 and 21 stories at the edge of the Atlantic Ocean in the prestigious Oniru area, Victoria Island, Lagos. Bloom Towers is a green and smart building project consisting of 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments and maisonettes, as well as 10,300 square meters available space for commercial and corporate use. Built for completion in 2027, Bloom Towers has 236 units available for sale with a starting price of 100 million naira. Lock down a unit today with a down payment of 20% and spread the balance over the next 24 months. Contact us on 080-693-47063 or 091-22-656-975.
It is a project that will bring huge return on investment.
Bloom Towers, from foundation to skyline.
Ezekiel Group, oil and gas, dredging, power and air transportation, Azikil Group, petroleum product sufficiency, energy sustainability and infrastructure development.
Bayelsa State Governor Senator Doye Diri has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to fully enforcing the anti-open grazing law enacted in 2022 in the state. He stated this during the State Executive Council meeting held last week at the Government House in Yenagoa, where he directed all relevant enforcement agencies to remain vigilant and take decisive action against defaulters. Governor Diri added that ranching remains the most sustainable and modern approach to cattle rearing, stressing that the state will not tolerate violations of its statutory laws.
During the meeting that was held last week at the Government House in Yenagoa, the governor thanked his deputy, Senator Lawrence Erujakpo, and the members of the State Executive Council for effectively managing state affairs in his absence. However, Governor Diri expressed concerns over the resurgence of open grazing in Bayelsa State, despite the state's anti-open grazing law, which was enacted in 2022.
I was returning from Abuja. Right on the air, I saw the rampaging cows all over, even close to the airport. So assuming the airport was not even fenced, they would even go into the airport to the runway. By the laws of Bayelsa, that is not permitted. I make emphasis on this because it has to do with some other people coming from other states. And our laws are that no cattle should be found straying. If you want to raise a cattle, raise it in your own confined area.
Meanwhile, Governor Diri has called on the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, Niger Delta University chapter, to suspend its ongoing strike. He assured the union of his administration's willingness to address their grievances and urged them to embrace dialogue in the interest of the students and the institution's academic progress.
Bayelsa State government, that owns the Niger Delta University, is willing to ensure that the welfare of our lecturers is uppermost. The distortion of the academic calendar doesn't say good of us as a state government and of the Academic Staff Union.
In another development, the Bayelsa State Healthman, while presiding over the State Security Council meeting last week, appreciated all Bayelsans and the service commanders of the various security agencies in the state for their support in making the state a safe haven. He further noted that his administration's investment in the security sector is getting global acknowledgement with his recent award of Best Security Conscious Governor by the Security Watch Africa Initiatives in Doha, Qatar. The governor assured all Bayelsans that his prosperity administration is taking more strategic steps to improve the state's security with the deployment of drones and the installation of CCTV cameras at key locations across the state.
Security is not meant for only service commanders or uniformed security officials. Security is a business of everybody. Like I keep saying, if you see something, say something. And the state government is now moving towards technology drive. You are aware that through the office of the CP, the Commissioner of Police, we have drones are all over Yenagoa. And that's why whenever you do anything, it's very easy to look at you. And beyond the drones now, we are now moving towards CCTV cameras.
Inside the Niger Delta.
The Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) has called on policy experts, government leaders and key development partners to adopt a more deliberate and unified approach in tackling the pressing environmental challenges that are gradually eroding the lives of and livelihoods of the people in the oil-rich Niger Delta region. The Commission's Director of Environmental Protection and Control, Engineer Onwoha Obeka, while speaking at the one-day Niger Delta Consultative Forum organized by the NDDC in Port Harcourt last week, stressed that all hands must be on deck to ensure that the ecosystem in the region is preserved and protected for future generations.
In 2021, the Niger Delta Development Commission NDDC initiated the Niger Delta Consultative Forum to coordinate environmental recovery efforts across the region. This initiative aligns with the United Nations Decade of Ecosystem Restoration 2020 to 2030 and the Commission's mandate to facilitate ecological regeneration in crude oil-impacted communities in the region. At this year's edition of the Niger Delta Consultative Forum, held in Port Harcourt last week, participants including environmental experts, policymakers, community leaders, and advocates engaged in robust discussions centered around the theme Integrated Strategies for Sustainable Ecosystem Restoration in the Niger Delta.
One of the triggering activities today in this our Nigeria and everywhere is scrap metal digging. Today should be an opportunity for us to dig very well and see what we can do and see that this environment all of us are enjoying is preserved.
It is imperative that stringent laws be enacted to empower states to hold area companies accountable for the environmental infractions. I urge the NDDC to take a leading role in advocating for policies and laws that will ensure environmental justice for the Niger Delta region.
The NDDC Director of Environmental Protection and Control, Engineer Onoha Obeka, in his remarks, emphasized the collective responsibility required to address the significant environmental challenges in the Niger Delta. He said that neither the federal government, sub-national governments, nor the NDDC could tackle these issues alone. Therefore, all stakeholders and partners must work collaboratively to revitalizing and preserving the region's rich biodiversity and cultural heritage for future generations.
The need for effective integrated strategies has never been more urgent. Today, we gather not just as stakeholders, but as partners in the quest for solutions that promote ecological balance, community resilience, and sustainable development.
With the increasing impacts of climate change, including rising temperatures, sea level rise, droughts, and flooding, these concerns have become even more pressing. The record-breaking global temperatures in 2024 further underline the urgency of taking decisive actions to safeguard lives and livelihoods in Nigeria's oil-rich region.
Inside the Niger Delta.
In continuation of his celebrations to mark 1 year on the throne of his forebears, the Ovi of Agbara Wari Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Kingsley Emakpa Orire Igbidi II, last week gave out prizes to the winners of the maiden Ovi of Agbara Wari Kingdom Golf Tournament. The Golf Challenge, which took place at the NNPC Ogunu Golf Resort Wari in Delta State, brought in golfers from different parts of the country.
The tournament, which marked the grand finale of events commemorating the first anniversary of His Royal Majesty Kingsley Emakpa Orire Igbidi II on the throne of the Urobo-speaking people of Agbara Wari Kingdom in Wari South Local Government Area of Delta State, brought together over 200 golfers. After the end of the 18 taxing holes, with participants showcasing their skills on swings, Sonny Ogene emerged as the tournament champion. Sonny Brima claimed the second position, while Joseph Aigbe secured third place, rounding off an impressive display of golfing talent.
The king is the chief host of this club, and there's no better way to mark the coronation anniversary without honoring him with a golf tournament.
I feel very happy, very grateful for me to be the champion of this tournament, and I want to also send my greetings to the king for the sponsorship of this tournament.
Winners did not just earn bragging rights on the course, buzzing with excitement and camaraderie among players and spectators, but took home various gift items and cash prizes at the maiden edition of the Ovie of Agbara Warri Golf Tournament. His Royal Majesty Igbi II, who personally handed over some trophies to some of the winners, reiterated his commitment to fostering peace and promoting cross-cultural interactions, stating that he would continue to leverage sport for the attainment of this noble cause.
It's something I look forward that I will continue to do every year, to enable us come together like this. There are many people I have not seen before. Today I have an opportunity to see them. My message to my people and to Warri at large that we should maintain peace and keep the temple going on, that God will take us to our heights. We are not in a hurry. We just need to be quiet and have peace. No armed struggle, no killing, no robbery, no kidnapping. Let peace reign. God will lift Warri up.
Meanwhile, residents of Ogunu community in the kingdom, now adorned with festive Christmas decorations and lighting, courtesy of the king, have commended their monarch for what they described as a beautiful and unprecedented gesture in Warri and its environs.
First time that I'm having to see this, like everywhere is just lighting, like I don't even know what to say, but of course we have the best king.
And it's a great time for the Urhobos to be proud of what they have right now. And we can't take it for granted. Thumbs up to the king of Agbara Warri Kingdom. Ataniru, 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 Oro Agbara, Agbara Ide, Wo Suto, my king, live forever.
Many residents were seen gathered around the lighting and decoration, capturing pictures with friends and families while soaking in the warm ambience. It's truly a beautiful scene and a delightful way to celebrate the festivities in Agbara Warri Kingdom. This initiative by the city king of Warri has further boosted socio-economic activities in the area, bringing life and vibrancy to the community.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Well, that's the size of our package on the program for today. Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Niger's oil-rich region will be back same time, same station next week. Until then, you can follow us on our social media handles showing right now on your screens. And please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDNTV Nigeria for these stories and many more. Until next week, I am MAMODE AKUGHA wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye for now.